Welcome back to the channel, guys. Thanks so much for joining me here. We're going to be diving into Rangers Path National Park Simulator. This is a game I've seen people have been playing online. This is just a demo. The full game hasn't yet released, but once it does, if you guys enjoy this, we may make it into a big series on the channel. It looks great outside in the wilderness, checking permits, making sure hiking routes are safe, all that kind of crazy outdoor great stuff we're going to be getting into here. So let's start a new game and let's start our adventure as a park ranger. Okay, so we got two archetypes here. We've got male and female. Obviously, we're going to go with male. Face, and I'm just going to go with the prearranged face that's already been set. Okay, so start our career. Here we go. I'm excited for this.
Hey, name's Effie Morales. I'll be your radio contact out here in Fairmont National Park.
Looks beautiful.
This park's big, beautiful, and mostly held together with duct tape and goodwill.
Held together with duct tape.
That's where you come in. You'll be hiking, fixing, checking permits, keeping folks from walking off cliffs. It's not glamorous work, but it matters.
Rangers Path National Park Simulator. That's my really bad American accent.
Don't worry if it feels like you're lost in the woods. You probably are. You'll
Absolutely.
figure it out. Radio's waiting for you at Ranger HQ. Pick it up. I'll be there. That's how this whole thing works.
Look at that.
I've got your back.
That looks stunning.
Mostly. Welcome to the wild, rookie.
Beautiful eagle up there on the watchtower. I wouldn't know the first thing about being a park ranger, so this is going to be very, very interesting indeed. Okay, so welcome to Fairmount. It says your new life as a ranger starts with the essentials, your radio, and your uniform. Okay, so it looks like we have to make our way up into the park here. So let's make our way up here. Okay, so it looks like it says in the top left-hand corner, it says, welcome to Fairmont. Your new life as a ranger starts with the essentials, your radio, and your uniform. Head to the Ranger HQ. Okay, so we're going to want to make our way up here. So it looks like Ranger HQ is over there. And it looks like we also have a ranger station here, Fairmont Ranger. So this looks like this could be our kind of home away from home. While we're working here out in the woodlands, so to speak. Okay, so we got the exclamation mark up here in on our mini map. So let's make our way to the Ranger HQ up here. Okay, pick up the radio. So if we press the left trigger as well, it kind of brings us into this kind of focus mode. So it highlights our objective, which is handy. So we're going to pick that up.
Found the radio. I was starting to think I'd have to fire up the old emergency siren. Let's get you dressed. Head over to your wardrobe. Your uniform should be inside.
I'm just going to check out the HQ here quickly. I'm interested to see what's in here. So we've got a first aid there. We've got a guy working on a computer there. We've got another guy there in their high visors. And we've got a kind of a waiting area here by the look of it. Got a table and some chairs.
Ice packs and very low expectations.
I've got a gauze, ice packs, and low expectations. So in other words, he's expecting people to hurt themselves, and he's got ice, and he's got a medical bandage waiting for them as well. Okay, so let's make our way back down to our ranger station, where we were just a minute ago. It looks like we've got a construction here. It looks like we've got this little kind of shack underway here. This is potentially where, like, school kids come and stay, or where they host, you know, different events and things like that. And I suspect in the full game, once the full game releases, they'll probably have that building up and running. And there'll probably be, like, the central area where you can, I don't know, do all kinds of activities and things like that. So let's make our way into our ranger station here. I'm curious to see what's in here. This is going to be interesting. Okay, so we have a little kind of log fire here, which is pretty cool. I love these old school kind of iron grated fireplaces in these log cabins. We have our little kitchenette here. We have a coffee maker, a little oven there, a sink and a coffee. And then we have what looks to be a freezer, some plates and cups and stuff. We have a table in the middle. We have our bed over there, a little kind of lounge area here with the coffee table. Let's go and check out what's in here. Okay, so this is our washroom. We have our shower here. We have our basin, a couple of towels. We have our toilet there. So, pretty cool setup all in all. Okay, so we want to grab our Ranger uniform here. We're not official until we have the actual uniform on. The great outdoors. The world is our oyster, guys. The world is our oyster. We got to make this place as great as it can be. We want the tourists to come in.
All set? Radio, uniform, vague sense of purpose? Yeah, you're a ranger now. Welcome to the woods.
Our first time stepping outside with our official
Time to
ranger
put you to
garb.
work. I've marked a trail on your map that needs some love. It's one of two we'll need fixed before we even think about visitors.
Okay, so press the option button to open the map. It displays your current position, active missions, nearby points of interest. Use the map to plan routes, locate mission areas, review places that have already been visited. All relevant locations are updated automatically. You can also apply filters, use map controls, and blah 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 blah, all that good stuff. Okay, brilliant. So the park is not open until the trails are. Let's start with this one. Locate the trailhead. Okay, so we need to open up the first trail. Make sure that people can walk around unimpeded, so to speak. So let's get on to our very first task as a park ranger. Okay, I'm super excited to get onto our first job here. So let's make our way down here. Do we need to take our truck? I mean, how far away is it? Let's check on the map. Okay, so it's literally just across the road, so I'm not going to bother taking the truck. I don't know how in-depth this simulator actually is. I mean, do you need to, like, put fuel in the truck? Can you damage the truck if you crash it? Every single simulator that you play, like, the depth of the simulator varies a lot from game to game, you know, with how realistic they want it to be. So, it hasn't said anything about fueling up the truck or damage or anything yet. I don't know if we get to drive the truck in this demo here, but we will find out at some point, I'm sure. So let's make our way over to here. So, locate the trailhead.
That's the one. Looks like it lost a fight with a decade of bad weather. If you focus a bit, you'll notice where it needs work.
Okay, so we use our focus mode here. We can see what we need to do. So it looks like we have some litter on the floor. And it looks like we have some broken signs. So if we press the inventory wheel here, we can grab our hammer. And we want to hammer this sign. And it looks like we have a mini game. So I'm assuming we need to get the orange circle inside the other ones. Okay, here we go. Just about. Okay, perfect. Okay. Paint kit. Hold RB to open up the tool wheel. Use the paint kit to restore faded markings on trail signs. Okay. So if we go to our paint tool here, and then we go on here, and it's a cover, and another little kind of like mini game here. So we just need to spray paint this arrow so tourists know which way to walk.
That's what I like to see.
Okay.
The second marker should be close. You can use your map if you lose your bearings.
Do we need to pick up this litter? Litter picker. Okay. So I'm just going to pick this up. Let's just make the place nice and tidy while we're here. So let's just grab this stuff. Perfect. Empty garbage bag. Okay, so we can put that in the garbage. So there's been some naughty tourists around here dumping rubbish on our very nice national park. So we definitely don't want that. Okay, so can I put this away? Yep, okay. So we're going to keep making our way around the trail here. So it looks like we want to go to the next exclamation point here. Okay. Ranger sense. Okay, so we have this arrow here. So is it the same sort of thing that we just did? Yep, so we want to grab our hammer. Okay, so we're grabbing our hammer here. And we've got this mini game again. Let me see if I can... I don't think it matters if you miss, but I think if you get the orange circle in the other circle, I think it just does it quicker, basically. Here we go. Okay, perfect. And we want to spray paint this one exactly the same as what we did with the last one. So we want to put the arrow on it. We want to make sure the tourists know which way to walk around the trail.
Nice work. One trail officially revived. Next one's a bit rougher, and the campsite, well, you'll see. After that, visitors can finally set foot in here again.
Okay, so restoring
One
trails.
trail down, one more to go. But first, I've marked a campsite that needs some attention. Head over and take a look.
So restoring trails, repairing trails provides access to new parts of the park. Each completed section of the map reveals new locations, points of interest in the surrounding area. Visitors can only travel on functional trails, so keep them maintained to ensure safe routes and steady access across the park. Okay, so to reveal parts of the park and the map and stuff, we need to make sure these trails are up and running, and also tourists won't be able to come into the area if we haven't fixed the trail as well. So we do want to make sure we stay on top of these trails, make sure they're fixed, make sure they're working and in good condition. That's going to be one of our main jobs. So we're at Fellas Rest. One dirty campsite. A nearby campsite is in rough shape. Let's fix it before anyone else tries to use it. Okay.
That's the site. Pretty rough, huh? Go ahead and get some photos. You know, in case no one believes us later.
Okay, so we're going to whip out our camera here. We're going to take a picture.
Got what you need? Good. Now let's see what we can fix.
Okay, so it looks like we have some litter, so we want to pick up this litter here. Okay, let's grab that. Okay, we've got quite a bit over here, actually. Very dirty tourists. So we're going to grab all this stuff, make sure it's all nice and tidy. The last thing we want is tourists coming in here, making the place, turning up, seeing the place as dirty, I should say. Okay, empty the garbage bag. We're going to put that in there. Perfect. And it looks like we have a broken table here. So we want to get our hammer out, I'm assuming. Okay. Okay, perfect. Screwdriver. Use it to secure loose fittings and hardware on structures and equipment. Okay. So, screwdriver. And we just need to... Oh, okay. So you just rotate the left thumbstick on the control. That's pretty straightforward to do. And it looks like we have a broken log kind of chair here as well. So let's get our hammer out again. Okay. Perfect. I got them right in the circle. That was great. Okay, anything else? So photograph the clean campsite. So we take a picture before and after to prove that we've basically cleaned up the place. So that HQ can see, what's being done here. So let's get out our camera once more. And let's take another picture.
Look at you, making the place look almost respectable.
Beautiful.
The campsite won't win any awards, but it's clean, safe, and ready for whoever stumbles in next. Funny how a working fire pit and a patch of flat ground can make the whole forest feel a little more forgiving. Gives folks a place to land and keeps them from getting lost out here. At least one can hope, anyway.
Yeah, we don't want any lost people turning up.
All right, Rocky.
Well, not turning
If
up.
that first trail was practice, this one's the real deal. I've marked it on your map. Let's keep the streak going.
Okay, perfect. This is actually a beautiful little spot. This is really nice. So we've got some chopped up logs over here to replenish the fire here. Let's hope that people are responsible with the fire. You know, drinking and fire doesn't necessarily go together very well. Not in the middle of a forest anyway. So we're going to have to check up on these tourists, make sure nothing gets out of hand when they do turn up. Policing the area, so to speak. But yeah, so that's our first campsite, kind of, suited and booted, ready to go. We've got a trail up and running as well. So first couple of good jobs that we've done there. Okay, so let's make our way to our next objective here. So open the park, just one stretch of the trail to fix, a few repairs, a little sweat, and the park will be ready to open its gates again. Okay, perfect. So let's make our way over here. And we want to open up the park, and we want to start getting these tourists in here, enjoying themselves. What a fantastic way to, spend the summer. I would love to go over to America and go to some of the national parks. You have, Yosemite National Park. It looks stunning from the pictures I've seen. I would love to go camping there. I really would. Even though I have no outdoor skill whatsoever. I would still love to go sometime. Okay.
Looks familiar, doesn't it? You handled the last one just fine. This should be more of the same.
Okay, let's grab this. Let's hammer this bad boy up. Perfect. And then we're going to have to spray paint the sign. Yep. Okay. So let's get our spray paint out. And we've got a yellow arrow this time. Okay, perfect. And we're going to cover
That's
that.
one problem solved. Next one's a bit heavier.
Okay.
A big old tree came down across the path, and it's not going anywhere on its own.
Okay. So we need a saw. Axe and saw, okay. So we're going to grab our saw. Left stick up and down. Okay. So do we just keep cutting this and then it disappears? Okay. And then it's saying axe. Axe. Okay. And then do we just chop these up? Hold A and release. Okay, perfect. There we go. So we're just chopping up these tree bits into smaller pieces here. Okay, there's one. That's pretty straightforward. And 2. And again. Perfect. So that's one. We've got another one over here that we need to do as well. So, yeah, I mean, so far, this game is pretty cool. I mean, I'm interested in making this a full series on the channel. Like, just running around in the woods. We've got this beautiful landscape, you know, helping out the tourists, making sure the trails are cool. Yeah, I mean, it seems like a really cool game to me. Okay, let's grab the saw. And let's start going up and down, making sure we're cutting this tree up. We want to get this out of the way of the path. Perfect. And let's switch to our axe once again. And let's start hitting this bad boy up. Blood, sweat, and tears is going to make this park amazing. Okay, let's go. Everyone's going to want to visit this park once we finish with it. Perfect.
Are you a lumberjack? Because you handled that like a pro.
Lumberjack.
Just one more marker standing between us and a functional trail.
Strawberry Lookout discovered. Ah, there's a fire tower. 1 second, can we go up here? We've got to check this out. We've got to check this out. I want to see if there's anything up here. Can we go in here? Ah, no, it won't let us in there. That sucks. We've got a beautiful view, a beautiful view, if I can talk, of the kind of the forest here. But yeah, that's unfortunate. I was hoping there would be something up there that we could get. Never mind. Let's keep making our way back down the trail here. Just casually running through the forest with a big axe. Nothing to worry about. Okay, it's telling us we can mend this. So let's get our hammer. It's not an actual objective, but I'm going to mend it anyway. Okay, there we go. It's adding to our points. So in the top left-hand corner, we're at level 2. I'm assuming as you level up, you get more kind of equipment and stuff like that. Let's keep heading over this way. So what have we got over here? We've got a broken sign here by the look of it. Oh, I missed that one. Perfect. And we need to get more spray paint here. So let's grab our paint again, and let's get this sign going. Perfect. So it looks like we have some tourists coming in. Now that the park's open, people are going to start funneling in. Whoa! What the hell? There's a bear!
Is ready to open. You did something real today, even if it doesn't feel like it yet.
I'm getting my axe
Not
out.
bad, rookie. Don't worry. There will be plenty more trails for you to repair.
What the hell? There was a bear. I'm going to run around with my axe now.
Ranger, I really hope I'm wrong, but it looks like there's a bear near your position. Don't panic. Don't spook it. And if you can, take a picture.
I'm so glad they said take a picture. I don't want to fight any bears today. No, thank you. Okay, so where the heck is this? I don't want to run into this bear, man. What happens if we get too close to it? Where is it? I'm so nervous right now. Where is this bear? We're inside the objective zone, but I don't know where it is. Oh my god. Oh, there it is! There it is! Take a picture!
Well, you didn't get mauled, and we got the shot. I'd call that a pretty successful wildlife encounter.
Okay, so animals behave differently when you think they're alone. After you've added one to your lexicon, keep observing and photographing new
Remember
behaviors
that
to earn
campsite
additional
you cleaned
badges.
up? Damage control was easy. Now, let's see how you do with people and their paperwork. Head back to the campsite and make sure everyone's got the right permits.
Okay, so before we do that, I want to check, because we've just unlocked it in the lexicon. So if we go to animals, and we go to American black bear, we now have information after taking picture, movement, drinking, eating, the length, the height, the weight. So it's pretty cool. I love this kind of stuff. When they add like information like this into a video game where you can actually learn about species and animals and things like that, I think it's really informative and it's actually really kind of cool. I don't know a whole lot about black bears, I have to be honest. I live here in the UK. We don't have bears. You know, the craziest animal we have here in the wild are like foxes or rabbits, like nothing really too scary. But I definitely don't want to come across a bear in my lifetime, that's for sure. Okay, so let's exit out of this. And let's head to our next objective here as well. So, papers please. Head back to the campsite. Check if the early arrivals have the right permits. A little paperwork now saves us a lot of trouble later. Okay, so it looks like they're going to need permits in order to be at this campsite. We're going to have to put our sheriff hat on and check that everyone has the right to be here.
Campsites like this need a valid permit. If someone's missing one, smile, nod, and remind them this isn't the Wild West.
Okay, permits. Dozens of vehicles come... not vehicles, visitors. I don't know why I was saying vehicles. Dozens of visitors come to the park every day. Each one needs a valid entry card. A ranger, is your job to check those cards and any attached permits are in order. To begin a check, stand in front of the customer... stand in front of the visitor, not customer, and press E. Each card has an expiration date, valid hours, and any activity permits, such as fishing, camping. Make sure the visitor's location, time, and activity matches the card. If something doesn't add up, you can let them go, give them a verbal warning, a fine, or ask them to leave the park. Okay, so I'm hoping that I get this right. And we've got a bunch of litter on the floor as well. So these guys have just turned up. They're just littering in our park. So already they're off to a bad start here. They're in my bad books. Dropping litter is not going to help their case. Is there any more litter around here? So I think that's okay for now. It looks like this is broken as well. Food storage. Okay, we may have to fix that. So let's put this, let's empty our garbage bag in there. And let's go over and fix this as well. This isn't actually on our objective, but you know, we're going to do things properly. We're a park ranger. We're a rookie. We need to earn the respect of our peers. So let's, screwdriver. Okay, so let's start. Okay, perfect.
What an eyesore.
Okay, let's go and check this person's, we're going to check this person's permit.
Good to run into you.
Okay, so ask for permit. Okay, so this person has an afternoon pass, and they have the ultimate pass as well. So that means they can go camping, they can go fishing, they can go to the forest, and they can go to the meadows. So this person's okay, because they've got the ultimate pass, the afternoon pass. Okay, so we're going to give it back. We're going to go valid.
Figures.
And then we're going to go let this person go.
Thanks, Ranger. Appreciate it. Appreciate the help.
Okay, we're at level 4 now as well. Okay, so we've got some other people. We want to check their permits too.
Hey!
Okay, ask for permit. Okay, this person has an afternoon pass and they have Pro Plus. So they can't do any camping. They can do fishing, they can do forest, and they can do the meadows. So they're at a campsite here. So I'm going to give this back. I'm going to say unauthorized activity.
Wait, really? I thought I had it.
And I'm going to say, do we want to give a verbal warning or give a fine? Ask to leave the park?
Whatever. I'm gone.
That came up green.
Bye for now.
Yeah, it came up green, so I think that was the right option. Okay.
Hi there.
Okay, this person has an all-day pass basic plus. So they can do camping, fishing, forest, and meadows. So this person's okay, because we're at a campsite. So we're going to go valid.
Works for me.
And we're going to go let go.
Take care, Ranger. Stay safe.
We got this guy over here chopping wood.
Always nice to spot a ranger.
Okay, ask for permit. This guy has an all-day pass, Pro Plus. So he can't do camping, he can do fishing, he can be at the forest, and he can be at the meadows. So this guy doesn't have the right permit. So we're going to go unauthorized access.
I honestly didn't know.
Oh, I think I got that wrong.
Works for me. Bye for now.
I got that one completely wrong. Oh man, I didn't check that correctly. Oh well. We're 3 out of 4 so far. We got number 5 here.
Hey there, Ranger.
Okay, ask for permit. Afternoon pass. And he has basic plus. So he can do camping. He can't do fishing. He's at the forest and the meadows. So that should be valid. So we're going to give that back. Valid.
Good to know. Thanks.
And we're going to say let go.
Appreciate it. Thanks. Hope we
And
meet
just
again.
like that, you became the most feared clipboard in the forest. This is what protecting the park actually looks like. Might not be glamorous, but it's important work.
Okay, so I got 4 out of 5 correct
Ranger,
there.
we've got a problem. Someone's gone missing. It's getting late, and some of those trails are impossible to navigate. Bad timing, worse terrain, but you're all we've got. Last known locations on your map. Go.
Yeah, like I was saying, guys, that was my first time doing those permits. So, I mean, 4 out of 5. That's not bad for a first attempt. Not bad for a first attempt. But once the full game releases and we get into a series, I'll definitely have to up my game and make sure I'm, you know, being more accurate there. Okay, so, the lost visitor. One day in, and we've already lost someone. Let's find them before this turns into a real emergency. Search the area and locate the missing hiker. Okay. So, it looks like he's up here somewhere. So let's keep making our way towards the objective. But this could be a bit difficult to find. I mean, there's a lot of trees and shrubs and things to hide behind here. I'm just going to keep going towards the exclamation point. And then we can kind of... Oh, he's right there. Okay, that was kind of easy. Okay, he's right here. Hello?
Boy, am I happy to see you. I was starting to
Check their
panic.
vitals and tell me what you see.
Okay, check their vitals. Inspect the hiker using your ranger sense to assess their state, sorry. Okay. Inspect. Heat exhaustion and a fractured wrist. Okay. Okay, so if he's got heat exhaustion, we're going to give him some water.
Thank you. I couldn't swallow before.
And he's got a fractured wrist, so we're going to give him some first aid.
I didn't even realize how bad it was until you touched it.
There's no need for an emergency blanket. That would only be in a situation where someone's cold, so we don't need that. And then, do we just want to call rescue?
Thank you.
Okay,
Really,
easy.
I didn't think anyone was coming.
They're safe now. That's what matters.
Perfect.
But the fact they got lost at all, that's on us. Let's make sure it doesn't happen again. Well, that's enough heroics for one day. There's a bed with your name on it back at the hut. Mornings tend to sneak up on you out here, and I've got plenty for you to do in the morning. Head back and get some rest, rookie.
Okay, so it looks like we just want to... Let's pull up our map. So it looks like we just want to go back to where we basically started, our little cabin away from home, so to speak. So out here, even rest is part of the job. Head back to your ranger hut and get some sleep. Tomorrow we'll be here before you know it. Just return to the ranger hut. Okay, so let's just keep going in this direction here. We've got this guy here.
The light's fading fast. You'll want to finish whatever you're working on before it's gone.
I was going to check his permit, but we don't really need to do that. Okay, I don't think we can jump in this game. I don't think there's any jump button. I was going to try and jump over the wall there. Okay, so let's keep making our way back up here. We do have a little bit of frame drop there, so I do apologize. But there is a lot being rendered on the screen. When you think how many kind of trees and everything in the kind of the environment that we're in here, it's going to be heavy on the rendering. Okay, so we'll make our way back into our ranger station.
Good night, Ranger. Try not to dream about paperwork. That's my job. And one last thing. You did good today. We're lucky to have you. I mean that.
You're most welcome. So, end of the day. When night falls, return to your ranger hut to end your shift. Stand near the bed and press A to sleep until morning. End of the day, you'll be reminded when it starts to get late. If you stay out too long, the game will automatically skip to the next morning. If you're too far away from the ranger hut, you will have to spend the night under the stars. You'll start the next day where you left off. Rest up, the park will need you again tomorrow. So basically, if you're out in the wilderness and you're running around and you're way too far away from your ranger hut, the night will just tick over and you'll just end up sleeping in the forest. Which is kind of realistic to a point, I guess. Okay, so we're going to sleep until the next shift here. Even though it's still daytime. And you can see the time moving there in the bottom left-hand corner.
Sunshine, looks like you survived your first night. Before you head out, check your wardrobe. There's a little something waiting for you.
Pick up your ranger hat. Okay, so we actually get the hat. I was wondering, like literally near the beginning of the game, when we first got our uniform, I was wondering where the hat was. Because the uniform doesn't look complete without the hat. Okay, grab the ranger hat.
Just like that, we've got a full-fledged rookie on our hands. That's more than just a hat. It's a symbol. Of what exactly? Now that part's up to you.
So it says ranger hat. The hat makes it official. Press up to put it on or take it off.
From my favorite amateur photographer. I marked the area on your map. I'm sure your photos will be fit for a museum.
We're absolutely official beyond belief now, guys. We have not just the uniform, but we have our ranger hat. And we have the ability to take off and put on our ranger hat. So obviously we're going to keep it on, because when people see us with our ranger hat, they know that we mean business. So we want to keep our hat on. So the first real assignment, as a fully fledged ranger, take the time to properly document Lake Kiku and give it the attention it deserves. Okay, so it looks like we want to go down to our truck here. It's kind of pointing us towards our truck. So we're going to do a bit of driving here. I was wondering about that as well earlier in the video, if we were going to do some driving here. Okay, let's check our map. So where exactly do we want to go? Oh, wow, we have to go all the way up here. And we have to take a picture of Lake Kiku. So I'm imagining that's this area here. Okay. So hopefully I don't crash this on my first driving test here. Look at that beautiful view. We do have a bit of frame rate drop there as well, because it's rendering all the landscape in here. Okay, let's keep it going here. Woo! Oh, crap! Oh! Oh, man, just smashed it. Just smashed up my car on the first shift here. I don't think there's any damage on the actual vehicle, so it's okay. Okay, let's keep going here. That was pretty hilarious, though. Just smashing into the side of the railing there. Okay, we want to keep following this road by the look of it. It doesn't look like there's any other traffic. I don't know if there will be in the full game or not. And again, we've got a bit of lag there, so I do apologise. Okay, so we want to park up here. Let's jump out. Okay, so, and it looks like...
Park up ahead there. You'll have to finish the rest on foot.
Okay, so let's make our way up here. I just want to make sure I'm going the right way here. So it looks like we want to go up this trail that's right in front of us here. So let's just skip across this bit of the forest here. And let's link up with this dirt path here. And then it looks like... So we've got Worm's End, this is called. Let's check this out quickly. So we've got a bunch of campers down here. They've got a fire going. And we've got this beautiful lake. We could check their permits if we wanted to. But we don't really need to do that at the moment. So we're just going to leave these guys just to chill out. We don't need to increase our level too much. Because it's just a demo. So we don't need to be too in depth at the moment. Let's keep making our way down this trail here. Locate the viewpoint. Okay, so we want to go to the viewpoint. We've got this big wooden deck here. Look at this. This looks amazing. Crybaby Overlook discovered. It's called Crybaby Overlook. And it looks like we have a gigantic waterfall here.
Yes. Good. I like having you out there.
We'll pick that up. Oh, wow. Look at this. That's absolutely beautiful. So take a photograph. So if we press right on the pad here, we can take a picture.
lighting's clean, subject's clear. That'll work nicely for the display. That one's worth printing. Nice shot.
Okay, so if we go to our lexicon... Oh, it didn't let me bring it up. Is that the end of the demo? You've completed your first workday, but your real Ranger journey begins now. Take on more Ranger tasks. So it looks like bees. Tracking people. Help more visitors across the park. Encounter and document wildlife and plant species. Taking pictures. Looks like a museum as well. Explore new places across Fairmont. Yeah, man. This game looks really... It does look good. More content coming in early access. Okay, so there we go, guys. That was the demo there. That's pretty much it for now. But I mean, from what we've seen so far, it looks pretty cool. It looks really chill. You know, you're helping out, you're clearing the trails, you're checking permits, taking pictures, documenting animal species. A really chill, really cool simulator game where we're just playing, you know, starting a career as a rookie park ranger. So guys, let me know what you think about this. Jump into the comment section, leave your thoughts, your comments, your opinions on what you think of this game so far. I'm excited to turn it into a series once the game comes out. But make sure you hit the like button as well. Do become a subscriber as well to help out the channel and push out the video to the YouTube algorithm. I would appreciate that. And with that down, guys, I will see you in the very next video.